What is up? Was Oliver Wesley here, and today I'm going to be going in to do a pre-release at Best of One here in Buffalo, New York.
Biggest freaking bait in the set right there.
I think the Shiki's worse. Oh, could be the Shiki. Oh, nice. The Luffy off the rip is crazy. I need those. I think I'm playing Sabo.
Alright, so the rest of the video is probably going to be just voiced over by me up until the box opening, but here I'm just cracking open all my packs. I didn't really get any more hits. I don't even know if I got any SRs after this, but I'm just quick ripping them. We do see I got a Shanks there. That was the SR I got. And here I'm just going through and looking at what I got to make sure that I can play the game actually, and I go through and start separating out everything into different piles. I separate it out into the 2Ks, into the really playable stuff, into the slightly playable stuff, things that are just okay, stuff like that. And I think this is a really good way to go about it, just because sometimes you do need those just okay cards to get to the 40 card limit, and personally it's never failed me. I think I drafted a pretty decent deck. Unfortunately, some people just did build better decks than me with better top end. I think the top end in this set is kind of insane, which ended up really impacting me. But I go through here, make sure I didn't miss anything, and we get on to game one. So I do believe I won the dice roll and went first. I had a pretty good going first deck, and if you play the game like me and just swing face constantly and eventually switch to board on like your opponent's 4th or 5th turn, it typically really works well for you, just because you can clear their board at that point with cards that you drop, especially in this set with like the Ace and the Ezo existing in the set. So I pretty much went with the same game plan at every single one of my pre-releases, and it worked pretty well. I stomped most of my games, and yeah. I'll throw in some music here just to kind of fill in the quiet parts. But I do speed up the video eventually. We go through, we cut each other's decks, and I think I grab a pretty good hand. I did mulligan there just because I didn't have any opening plays, and I had enough to where it would have been pretty likely that I get a 3-cost to play. I think dropping a 3-cost is really, really important if you're going first. And even if it's a blocker, that Black Maria is going to be pretty important. Just having a turn 1 play. I don't play the Whitey Bay just because I don't really think it's necessary. And next turn I will plan on playing the Black Maria. It's a pretty typical game at this point. I play the Black Maria, I swing, and I'm going to speed it up from here on out just so that you don't have to sit there and be bored. And it really does help cut out the parts where it's just kind of still. I'm just going to swing 8 at me. I'm going to take that 100% of the time. And I swing a 6-out lead, and then I think I drop the Atmos here. Atmos is going to be a really sticky body and really good for that. And I have the like Atmos clone. I don't really know what his name is. I don't think I could pronounce it either way. I counter out of a 6K swing just because it's pretty easy to counter out of at this point. Swing a 7 just because I think the optimal swings in this set are going to be really good. Then I swing a 6. My opponent does take the 7 and the 6. They go down to, or they take the 7 and the 6? Maybe they counted out of one before and I forgot. I'm going to swing 5 here. I'm going to take it just because I need the cards in hand, I think. And I am kind of bricked. Not like super bricked. And they clear my board here. That is an insane card. I ended up really valuing it and moving it from my deck to the... from my side deck to the game. And I actually ended up dropping the Ace there and swinging with the Black Maria to clear his 1 body, just because I did fall really far behind because I got my board cleared essentially. And he's going to swing into the Black Maria, and I am super happy about that because it basically means I blocked a swing anyways. And I end up trashing the 0-cost event just because I think all the things that I would trash with it normally are going to be really important for my hand. Swing a 7 at my opponent, going to counter out, and then I swing a 9, and they are probably going to take this one, I believe. Yeah. Got them down to 2. I'm at a point where I can start threatening to go for game, especially if I can get them down to 1 on next turn and drop the Shanks. You're going to swing a 5 at me. I'm going to take it, playing pretty aggressively. I think because they cleared the Ace at this point, I can kind of just drop the Ben Beckman and stall a turn while chipping down at hand. because they have a pretty big hand. So I do believe I swing into the what's it called, the smoothie, and then I swing into the Luffy as well to give me a bunch of cards from hand, and then I swing a 7 into the Luffy, and I'm pretty surprised he let it go. He did have quite a few cards in hand, but it would have been another 2 out of hand. Drops an ace to probably clear the Ben Beckman. Swings a 6 at the ace, or yeah, swings a 6 at the Beckman, so 6 and the 3. Drop the Shanks. I'm gonna swing into the blocker just because at this point, if I can just get the Shanks to stick, I'm pretty good. So I clear his board that turn, and that's kind of what I was talking about before, where after your opponent's like 4th turn, you just clear their board and you're golden. So right now I'm super threatening at life just because of the 12k, and I have that like really big strength on the board where if I just swing at him 2 turns in a row with it, he gets down to 0. He does get a blocker out, which does kind of affect that game plan, but at this point I can just start swinging and planning to like rest something somehow, and then I can keep it down up here to counter out of something, protect my board, stuff like that. All right, he's gonna swing a 5 at life. I'm gonna counter out here. I don't really need to counter out of the 7. And then things start to slow down here because this is getting close to the end of the game. I bet you can guess where it's going. Drops the 8 cost Luffy, plays out the Black Maria from trash to get a blocker out. That's actually a pretty good play. Or no, he doesn't play out the Black Maria from trash. He plays it out of hand. I go draw a Jack, which really good card. I unfortunately didn't see it often enough. I'm going to swing a 9 at first just to set up myself to go for game. I think he still has a pretty sizable hand. I can go a 9 and then a 12 and leave 2 down up if I really need to. All right, and he's going to counter out with a 0 cost event to go to 8, and then give me a 2k to go to 9. I'm going to swing another 9. Or it was a 5 because I think he was out of cards in hand. I swing a 12 and end the game. On to game 2, I get a little bit more in it this time because I remembered to record earlier, which is pretty good just because it feels a little bit awkward not having the cut and the dice roll. I think he cut my deck already. So looking at the top 5, I believe I'm still going first in this matchup. I wanted to go first and I was really happy that everyone was taking it. And I should keep this hand because I have the 3 down play. I don't have a 5 down play, which might be pretty rough. There are a lot of really good 5 costs in this set, I think. And if your 3 down play is a 2 cost, I still think it's a pretty good deck because building around the 5 costs is pretty strong in my opinion. Start with a 5 at life, he takes it, and I go drop a 3 cost Brûlée, take his first swing, draw into a Ganzue, and swing a 6 at life. I think he countered out there. Yeah, he countered out with his Zoro. Swings a 6, I counter out. Take the next one. And then I drop that Shanks event that I said I put into my deck, and clear his board, which is really nice. Swing a 7 at him, he takes. Swing a 5 at him. I think he countered out. I can't rest my board now, which is really rough. I think this is where the game started to not quite go my way. But I do drop the new gate. The new gate's going to be really strong here for me countering out and swinging at board or leader. I swing an 8. I counter out of his 5, and then I believe I blocked the 10. He drops a lead performer, and this is where it started to go really wrong. I think in this set, if you can just start chaining your big guys, you can kind of just win, especially because the lead performers does heal you, and there is the yellow heal. So if you can be at like 3 life and start chaining your 10 drops or 9 drops, it's going to get really hard for me. And here he just plays defensively and keeps healing because he knows that with those huge bodies on board, if he can just start like taking hits and countering out, eventually I just lose because I can't counter out of his hits. So I drop a Black Maria to get a blocker on the board to try and counteract that. I'm going to swing a 7 at his life because I know I have to end the game soon. Then I'm going to swing a 9, and I do believe he countered out of that. And he drops a smoothie after trash the 1 card left in my hand, and he gets to heal. So at this point, I'm pretty screwed, especially because he clears my board. I block here. He drops a Black Maria. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed at this point. I basically just got board wiped. The barbell would have been a great early play just because it would be really hard for him to remove. But at this point, I'm kind of screwed. I swing a 9 at life. He can block it or take it. It really doesn't affect him. I have a 2k in hand, and he just has to play around that. He can swing a 5 and then banish my next life, and then swing another 5, and he wins. I'm surprised at this point he didn't swing the banish, just because it does guarantee that I lose it, but I did lose that game. But we go on to the third and final game. It was only 3 rounds because they had another event coming up, so they just did a top cut. He taps my deck, no cut. I think I go first as well. I see a 3 cost in my opening hand. I snap keep that. I really, really wanted to see that in my opening hand. That was the main reason I put it there. I just skip first turn, and then I drop the 3 cost after swinging 5, and he takes. He swings 5, I take, and I drop a 5 cost here, I believe. Yeah, the one that reduces power. I'm hoping I can clear his board with that pretty effectively. He's going to swing a 7 at me. I believe I take that one, and drops a 1 cost Drusen to draw a card and look at his deck. Drops the really, really strong Stussy to freeze my board. I can't swing with the guy who would reduce the power of people. But I am going to drop the Jozu anyways to go up to an 8 and swing. He's going to drop the Cracker to heal up. Going to swing a 5 at me, I believe. Or no, he drops the Stussy effect to freeze the power reducer. Play the Jack. I swing into the only rested body, and then I swing a life with Jozu. This is kind of what I was talking about, where I can drop the big bodies turn to turn. Dropping the Jozu, then the Jack feels really impactful. I counter out of some swings here just because I need to stay healthy at this point. If I can get some like bigger bodies chaining, I drop the Ganzui to go up to 6, and I swing a 7 into his 4, I believe. I reduce the power by 4. That one bumps it by 3, so it was a 7 into 5. He's going to counter out of the next swing at his life, and then I go up to 6 on his turn. And I think this is kind of where he started to misplay. I think he forgot I was a 6 and had a bunch of 5k swings. He's going to swing a 6 at me, and I'm going to counter out pretty aggressively just because I do need to keep my life high. Although I don't know if that was the right plan, just because he does have a lot of units he needs to invest Don into in order to swing. So if I had kept a couple more cards in hand, it might have been better. But I just swing pretty aggressively at life, and here's the real misplay where I dropped a 2k from my hand. He could actually just math out lethal here, I believe, but I do believe I kept a Don up. No, I didn't. So my opponent could have mathed out lethal, but was probably afraid that I had a 2k in hand, just because there are so many 2ks in this set. So I counter out of the 5k swing and guarantee that as long as he doesn't have a rusher, I can survive. He's going to go for my board here just because it does make more sense. He knows he can't go for a game at this point because I have the life to back it up. And he does get to clear my entire board, but here I just need to math out lethal. Goes a 5 at my life. I do think that I could drop that Hawkins, Diaz, I don't remember what his name is, to go for game, but I'm going to swing a 9 first, and that gets the block, so I swing a 11 and go for game. And that was my third game, so I ended up going 2-1. It was pack per win, so I got the 2 packs, and I ended up pulling a Sweet 3 Commander. Anyways, let's get on to that box opening right now. Hello, welcome to the box opening portion of the video. These boxes are coming to us as a courtesy of Best of One Gaming. They sold them to me for MSRP. My goats for that. They will always be one of my favorite stores. But I have 3 boxes here. I will show the pulls I got from the other ones. Actually, I will not, because they are upstairs. But 3 boxes here from Best of One, so thank you so much to them for providing them at MSRP. True goats to the community. Yeah, sponsored, not sponsored. They will forever get shout outs from me just because they provide MSRP product. But I've got 3 boxes. This is being streamed live at twitch.tv/Rizaldo if you want to see some of this live. I'm not gonna be streaming too much in the future, but if you want to catch streams, they'll be there. All right, so I've got packs there. I'll move the mouse out of the way too. I'm gonna open them all up, and I'm putting the box in the impossible to see zone because of the light that I use to light up my desk. Wizardo, did I say R? Use an R. Actually, that makes it impossible to read. Put them up here. Oh. But 3 boxes, so this should be pretty good. I'm pretty sick. And I'll start a little slow and then pick it up, just because this is going into a video and I don't want it to be a pain in the butt to edit. We're starting with a Sparrow, Brook, Sasaki, Rockstar, Drunken Dragon Bagua, Black Maria, Full of Lead, Charlotte Katakuri, Wangzi,
Kaido. There's no authority in the world that lasts forever. And a Luffy SR, nice. If you were in the stream, you'd know I was just playing Sabo with a list that doesn't run Loki. And it was really sick. I'll probably end up making a video on it. I think it's going to be the actual meta list, so we'll see. See something in the back here, so maybe 2 SRs in a row. I'll take it slow. Howling Gab, Frankie, Caribou, Charlotte Smoothie. I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin. Jinbei, Blamenko, I couldn't say that one during pre-release today. Rakuyo, Power to Destroy the World, Basil Hawkins, Kozuki Odin, and a Kaido SR. Nice. 2 SRs back to back. Pretty good. Oh, I'm not separating out my rares. I'll do that. I like to separate out rares and still put them in the box, but put them on the top so they're easier to access. First 2 packs had SRs in them, which is pretty nice. Makes it so easy to find. All right, another leader pack here. So I'll just kind of jump to the back. We'll see what we got. A Roxy Zebek and a Kyo Panda Man. I wasn't actually sure that those existed. The Panda Mans, I haven't seen any pulled. They're pretty cool. Here, I'll switch to the, let me switch to the face cam, show off that Panda Man and the Kyo, and the Roxy Zebek, Panda Man Kyo. The Roxy Zebek, pretty sick, looking great. Ignore the fact that you can see the hand cam in the camera. So hopefully this is not one of those boxes where you only get the secret rare and the Panda Man. I saw some people talking about that. I really hope it's not real. The Saw was pretty nice for the deck. Thank you, Galileo Rotten, for the bless you. Bless you too. It'd be really awkward if that was the only 2 hits. I would be pretty upset. Because as much as I think Linlin and a Yasop, as much as I think the Panda Man is cool, and I think Rox is going to be good, I do not think that is going to feel like a good box. All right, Sissy and a Hongo. And because I pulled the Panda Man, I do believe that there should not be another one in the box, which is why I'm not checking the back 3. All right, lead performers and ulti in page 1. But let me know in the comments if there is a chance that the back 3 has a hit. All right, nice. We got this Don. I really am hoping for a Diamond Don, whatever you're gonna call it, because they look really sick, and I think I'm gonna go for a playset of them, all 10, which would be very nice. All right, Odin in a pudding. I actually thought that pudding was an SR at first, so I was a little confused. SR when it got revealed because of how it looked. In the back, 2 rares, looking bleak. A little bleak on these hits, but and maybe there's something in the back here. I see it might be an SR, or it's a Kaido. Nice. That I am 100% playing Kaido. I haven't made a video on him yet, but Kaido looks really good, and I'm historically pretty good at purple decks like Katakuri and Foxy. So I will probably be playing Kaido. Put him right next to Zebek. Really sick, really great art. I'll show it on the face cam here. Take a look at that. That foiling. Put it on this angle. Woo! Woo! All right. See, could this be a 4-hit box possibly? I don't know. I think it would require like a manga in it or something. But it could be. Although I don't know if we're counting the Panda Mans as hits, technically. All right, a error pack? What? Did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There was only I hit a Panda Man again? What? There's supposed to be 2 rares in the back. There was not 2 rares. Yo, Bandai, what's up with that? Am I going crazy? I feel like there's been quite a few air packs this set. Like I'm like second guessing myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no, there was not. That was there better be a manga in this box is all I'm saying. All right, let's see. Back 2. Maybe there was like like we did get that one where it was 2 hits, or 2 rares and something, but that was an air box, I think. I don't know if it's like I'm allowed to complain about there not being 2 rares in a box or in a pack. There's no authority, Yamato. I love this Don. I'm going for a playset of these gold Don as well. I am loving the Don in this set. Typically, I really don't care. I think I liked the egghead ones, but I didn't love them. Like, I have a few of them because I like them so much. And then this one is a Shiki. Nice. Maybe it was supposed to be like a SR there or something, and I didn't get it. That's kind of crazy. All right, this also looking like a nice pack. I'm gonna count this looks like a thick pack. Okay, a Linlin. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's the right amount in this one, but not. Yeah, I'm like, should I file a complaint? Let me know in the comments. All right, in the back of this, a Hongo and an Izo. 2 cards that I probably won't end up playing, unfortunately. Only got 6 packs left. I don't think we'll be getting any more hits. I don't know. Yeah, I think the packs might be dead. Oh, packs killed Wuzaldo. I see. Yeah, they did. See. All right. Newgate and a search event for Shanks. That the 7-cost event in Shanks is kind of clutch. The one where you pay 1, rest 6. It was like, I'm honestly surprised I lost the game. Nice, we get a Newgate SR where I played it in the video today. All right, missing my ring light right now, so sorry this side is not well lit. All right, Stussy and a I don't have time to chat with snot-nosed brats, where he's talking to Rockstar. All right, this should probably be. I think we're at dead packs at this point. So I'm gonna rip them really quick. I am also throwing the packs onto the floor. Ooh, there's something back there. A Kaido, that's nice. A Kaido pack, 2 Kaidos. All right, clean this up real quick, and we can get on to our second box out of 3. So we got 2 more. Move this to the ground back here. I'll keep the hits out, but not the SRs and stuff in the Don. Got a pile starting for those on my desk. I probably am going to end the year with 12 piles of cards on my desk. All right, here are our hits. Let's crack this open. That was pretty good. Like, we got a secret rare, which, you know, that's a pretty standard box. A secret rare, an alt art, and a, like, this, if this was an old box, it'd be a 2-hit box. But with Panda Man, it's a 3-hit box. It's also probably one of the better Panda Mans to get, where it's like a playable one. It'll be played in rocks 100%. Like, that is Rox's removal protection, and the removal protection is going to be so super duper important for Rox. All right, I'll try and get some packs into there. We'll take him to the face really quick. Ooh, nice, a Shanks SR to start. Got a new pile. A Jozu. I'm gonna have to go back and edit this video, figure out where I asked Shanks, indeed. We got a Newgate SR and another search event for Shanks. I think this is the first time where I really do not want the alt art event. The face, ooh, dude, 3 SRs in a row. It's a repeat of last box. Nice. Should I do a stack? I'll try and do a stack with the last one. Big Mom pack, 2 Big Mom cards. I got a Linlin and a, don't you know that even in the cruel world of pirates, there's still a code of honor? These ones have, okay, these ones do have the perforated things, so I can open them like this. To the face, Ben Beckman and a Saul. All right, we got something back there. Maybe another Kaido, that'd be funny. I'll put it face down. It looks like a character card. The other ones are the Sweet 3 Generals. Let's see what it is. It felt like it could be the Baki Kaido, and it was purple, I think. So, another Kaido alt art. I'm definitely playing Kaido. I am 100% playing Kaido. That's kind of crazy. Our second Kaido alt art. Our third of the night. I opened one with my partner off stream. All right, cracking one. Nice, and a Loki. So this could be a repeat of last box. A secret rare, and it's looking like Loki might actually be kind of cheap, so definitely don't buy them. Because if the Sabo Elbaf build without the Loki is looking better, definitely not gonna need them. All right, it's looking like we got a Don here. To the face, a Gerd. Yo, Gerd. All right. I will start opening them the other way. I just have to remember to do it. Kaido and a I'm Luffy, the man who will be king of the pirates. Elbaf event that only Luffy's gonna run because Sabo does not have room for events, I don't think, in the deck. All right. Ooh. Damn, that's kind of hard. To the face. Oh, nice, a Gloriosa. I think that's the first Gloriosa I've gotten. And a Stussy, Loki Rocks pack. Oh, and a Linlin. Nice. So if this box has a pack in it with only one rare, then we'll know that it probably wasn't an error because we just got one of the other packs that could like be considered an error. Got a Kyo, a Robin, and a Lime Juice. To the face, a Hongo, and a There's No Authority. Oh, and I didn't show off the Kaido. I'll do that in just a second. The Kaido and the Loki. All right, come on, Gold Dawn, Platinum Dawn, or whatever you're gonna call it. Let's go. Let's see it. Nope. It is a really nice one that I like, though. And then lead performers and ulti. I do think I'm gonna definitely need some lead performers. Ooh, okay. Put your guesses in. It should not be a Kaido leader. Put your guesses in. I'm hoping it's the manga leader. I'm very greedy. I'm so greedy, aren't I? Which is like, that is a very greedy thing to say. Let's see what it is. The Shanks, okay. No, we already got Kaido out of our box. The Shanks is awesome. It's not gonna be Kaido. Honestly, the foiling or the like gloss on the card looks pretty great. But a 3-hit box so far, that's pretty nice. Let's go for a 4th. Let's go for a manga. 2 leaders. I'm not gonna play Shanks. I might, but like, yeah, I'm gonna do the stack thing like I said I was going to. Where I just put the hits at the end in, and then I will check the 3rd card each time just to make sure I'm not skipping a Panda Man. Tell me if I'm like completely wrong about Panda Man being in the 3rd slot, because I could just be dumb. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No Panda Man. I guess because of how they work now, I should just be like doing the back like 3. Man, this one got like, I don't know if this was me opening it, but it's got like crazy white marks on it. Okay, I'll put these ones in the pile. Let me double check that I didn't miss any, because I should be doing back 3. IDK, bro, I'm waiting for the 30th anniversary release. What does that mean? Yeah. I don't even know what's, oh, in Pokemon. All right, we'll do back 3 from now on. And if I end up with like 2 commons in a row, we'll know that one of them was like a really bad one. Back 3. Back 3. Yeah, I honestly think there might have been production issues with this set, Rocks Leader, because I've seen a lot of things about there being packs where the SRs stick to the rares and all that. So we'll see. Nothing skipped. All right. This should just be, there honestly might not be a hit left in this, so we'll see. All right, it doesn't look like it. We got a Big Mom SR, which is nice. Hold on. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That might have been another 1-hit pack. Or was that when I switched? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, Big Mom 2. Well, I'll have to do the math later. 1, 2, or no, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, hit, 1, 2, hit. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe that was an error pack. That's kind of crazy. It's like I'm like investigating because of that. We'll have to check one more time with the last box. We'll be able to. In there, goes in there, goes in there. Okay. Second to last box completed. We got one more box, and I will show that Loki and Kaido now on the face cam, which is a little bit higher res. Maybe I have it backwards. I should be using the face cam as a hand cam, but all right, here is that Shanks. Pretty sick. Like the glossing on these ones, I feel like the gloss looks way better this set. I don't know if is that just like me. The Kaido, it's the +1 counter one. I think we'll only need like 3 of these at most, especially because I'm gonna be using them in Foxy as well, probably. Let me know if you want to see that in updated Foxy list. The Let Me Know bot is here again. Yeah, they look like shiny as HE double hockey sticks. There's that Loki. All right, let's get to the 3rd and final box. The hits are out. That's kind of crazy. Like I'm super focused on this whole 1-hit box, like 1-hit pack, 1 rare pack. Right back here. All right, last box, last chance at a manga, last chance at a crazy hit. Honestly, this set, I'm just looking for my play sets. I'm really happy that Best of One was able to provide. I just realized I forgot to set it back to the hand cam. I'm really happy Best of One is able to provide MSRP boxes, because if they weren't able to and I wasn't able to get any, I'd probably be buying singles for this game. So really huge shout out, Best of One. All right, we'll open up the first couple normally. Nope, go around. Piling them there. Hits go, or rares go right there. Okay, I think this could be something back there. Kaido SR and an Odin in the back. And I'll go back to opening them the satisfying way too. Yasop and a Stussy. I'm not gonna stack for a little bit. You know, gotta get my watch time up. You know. Plus, I do want to see. This one's weird. If there is a one rare pack in this one. All right. I'll do pack trick or something. Do the front. You know. Yeah, man, look at the top of these. I don't know how, okay, I'll switch to face cam to show this. Look at the top of these cards. They're super messed up. They're trying to, maybe they're like trying to get grading to be good for one of these cards. Come on, like the white spots on those are crazy. Oh, and I spoiled, I got a Gloriosa. Gloriosa SR. Would have been really awkward if I spoiled something better. Yeah, oh man, the tops. Yeah, that's Riftbound levels of scuff. All right, 3 to the front. Usopp SR. I think we have our playset of Usopps now, which is really sick. We'll be able to play that Monday if I decide to play locals. All right, come on. Diamond Don right here. Diamond Don or Platinum Don or whatever we're calling it. No, normal Don, but it is the one I like. Back 3, normal hits. Everything's a hit in my book. You're a hit. Want to know who else is a hit? The girl reading this. All right, 3 to the front. Ooh, lead performers, a Loki and a Panda Man. Another Loki Panda Man box, or another secret Panda Man box. I'll put them on this side now, or you can't really see them there. Daifuku Panda Man, which is another one of the really good ones in my opinion. We'll switch and show that off. There's that. I already showed a Loki today, so I'm not gonna do it again. The girl reading this is not a Panda Man. Panda Girl. Oh, I just realized my my chat is getting cut off a little bit. A Lucky Roo and a Yamato. To the back. No, it was another one. Okay, so maybe this is normal for these boxes. This is one where there is only a rare in the back. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I like that. Let's see if we like see any more. Hopefully, there's also one more hit in here, because I would be heartbroken at a Panda Man secret rare box. To the back. Loki Altar. I'm selling this the second I can. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a little overvalued. That's pretty nice. Yeah, the one person who would buy the one rare card does get screwed, but like, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. That's so sick. I might hang on to it, but it looks so sick. Webcam or thumbnail face. Loki Daifuku. Probably not a bad box. I'd take it. Well, we got a couple more packs left. I think we have a couple more SRs in the box. See what we can get. Just gonna stack my bulk really quick. I'll do that bulk stack thing. I don't know. All right. 3. Yeah, oh my god, the cuts on these are crazy bad. 3. You see on the back, do they guarantee you get like at least a rare or better? Maybe. 3, nothing. 3. I did hear that the manga leader can be in a non-alt art leader spot. So we'll see. Okay. I will check this. Gold Don. Nope. And it's the one I don't like. Back 3. I gotta remember I did put a Don one in there near the back, so I can't complain about. Oh, I put them face down. Oopsies. I did buy a Gold Don today, so I'm not walking away from today without any in my collection. So that's nice. All right, 3. I have heard there's a higher chance of secret rares in double secret, or manga rares in double secret boxes. So you know, fingers crossed. Cross your fingers from here. Hit or rare, uncommon, rare, uncommon, rare, hit, rare, common, rare, Common. Hit it to the back. Nothing left. All right. That's all for today, I guess. So I'll sort these really quick. Pretty good boxes. I'm pretty happy with them. The Alt Art Secret Rare is always welcome, especially this early when they are a bit pricey. I'll try and trade it tomorrow probably for something I need. Yeah, the Loki is like beautiful. And honestly will be really fun. I want to do like a meme deck where you like just wipe your opponent's field with it. But it might be kind of hard. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be the end of the stream and the video. So I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that. Bye-bye.